All right, my friends, welcome back to another ads-free presentation here on the Total OS Technology channel. It's my pleasure doing these ads-free thanks to your donations. Thank you so much for this holiday season, and let's keep doing these if we can, doing these ads-free. So thank you so much, and happy holidays out there. Of course, be safe. All right, let me check the stream here, make sure we're all in good shape. All right, looks like we're all in the green. Very good. Okay, so, well, this is your chance to vote for the best Linux-based system for this year. One comment equals one vote. I've done this before, so here we are at the end of the year. So again, down below in the comments, for example, let's say you like Linux Mint. You can just say, I like Linux Mint, or just write Linux Mint below in the comments. What I'll do at the end of this year, not too far away, I will just tally up all the votes and give you the best, voted by users like you, what you think is the best Linux-based system for this year. You guys know what I like. It's hard to beat a Chromebook with Chrome OS, and I'm going to tell you with Chrome OS or Chrome OS Flex, but I'm going to tell you a funny story. I ran into Walmart, and yeah, give me a moment here, and I'll tell you what I found at Walmart concerning Chromebooks. But it's hard to beat a system that is bug-free, and that's why Linux-based Chromebooks are, well, they are Linux for the masses. So once again, one comment equals one vote. And it could be anything that you like based on you. Not what I say, but what you say. If it's Chrome OS, great. If you love Chromebooks, great. If you don't like them, that's okay too. But just pick one only. And then I will tally up the votes at the end of this year. All right, if you haven't already, subscribe and click the notification bell. I do these live shows at random times for people in other time zones around the world. Try to catch someone at random when I can. I don't have a set schedule. I just found it's much easier just to do these when I can. And if somebody's out there wants to say hello, please do. If I missed you, then I will catch you hopefully on the next one. All right, let me take a quick drink here. All right, so background music once again provided by Dad. Thanks, Pop. All right, let's see. All right, so I just stopped at my local Walmart about an hour ago. Had to pick up a few items, some 7-Up and juice and stuff like that. So I thought, well, let me walk over to the back by the electronics section. And here in town, they got a fairly large electronics section. Of course, you got the usual Windows machines and MacBooks and stuff like that. I'm like, gee, where's the Chromebooks? Ah, I saw the signed Chromebooks. So I walked over to the other side of the aisle. What hit me, was not expecting what hit me when I walked to the aisle. They had a few Chromebooks, actually more than a few Chromebooks there at Walmart. What, 1, 2, no, 3? Nope, my friends, are you sitting down? The local Walmart here in town, and this is not a technology town, not even close. This is no steel mill town. Horses, hunters, not a technology town. This Walmart, this non-technology town Walmart, had not 1, not 2, not 3, 8 different Chromebooks for sale. I was stunned. I expect 1, 2, 3, but 8 of them? Starting at $129.99. Now, I didn't copy down the model numbers or anything. I don't know which one these are. If they're brand new or last year's model, I don't know. By the way, any brand new model that you buy, a Chromebook, a Chromebox, you'll get 10 years of support. And that is pretty darn good for machines that start generally at about $200 and up. It's the best I've seen for these types of machines. So, 8 different Chromebooks at the local Walmart. You know what? I already have a Chromebook. I actually have two of them, so I don't need another one. If they would have had a Chromebox, something I can, attach to my TV here, just something small and simple, nothing too expensive, just enough to do live streaming, and 720p would be perfectly fine. I probably would have bought it, but I did not see any. Probably if I would have asked a worker there, do you have a Chromebox? The reply would have been blah, 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 blah. That's okay. This is not the town for it. No big deal. But that's probably a little something I would have bought myself for Christmas, even though I don't really need one, but just to have it and say, hey, this is what a Chromebox does. So that being said, yeah, it's hard to be something that I have yet to see a bug in the Chromebook or Chrome OS. If they're there, I'm not noticing them. So that is my pick for the best Linux distribution for this year and probably for many years to come, because Chromebooks have established themselves as the de facto Linux-powered machines for the masses. They have proven themselves over and over again. They just work, and it's just hard to beat something that has zero maintenance. And Chromebooks have achieved that. They really achieved that during the pandemic when Chromebooks outsold Mac machines. That says a lot, because probably around here, again, if you ask someone about Linux, the response again will be blah, 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 but that's okay. Now they know what to buy. Anyway, that's my thought on Chromebooks and the best Linux distribution for this year and probably for years to come. All right, I just remembered I forgot to buy coffee for my Keurig machine. All right, it looks like we're in the green, so the stream looks good. Let me go ahead and jump into the chat and see if there's anybody here. Again, if you haven't already, consider subscribing, hit the notification bell. And if there's anybody out there who wants to say hello, have a question, don't be shy. If it's a tech question, I'll see if I can answer it for you briefly here, free of charge. And if I missed you, hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. And I'm currently using Linux Mint. If you're curious, for this one, I toggle back and forth between Linux Mint and Windows on this old Lenovo machine. Let me go into the chat and see if there's anybody here. Let me refresh this. And it looks like we are quiet right now. I'll stick around for a little bit longer. Again, this was not scheduled. I have some time, so I thought I would jump on and put this out there for you to vote for the best Linux distribution for this year. So right now it's quiet in the chat. If there's anybody out there who wants to say hello, please do. And if not, I'll catch you on the next one. All right, let's see. What else do I have here? Ransomware continues to be a problem, major problem. It seems like not a day goes by that I don't read something about someone or a company being hit with ransomware. I just got something in the mail about a breach or something like that. And all I can tell you is with Chromebooks, I just don't see that, period. All right. All right, right now the chat is quiet, so I'll wait. We'll give this another minute or two. If nobody pops in, we'll just wrap it up for today. So sorry that I missed you. Maybe I'll catch you on the next one. I did read where GM is going to drop, if I read correctly, GM is going to drop Apple and Android Auto in their newer cars because they're not safe. I did not read the whole thing, but that's very interesting. So what are they going to replace it with? I mean, you need to put something on that screen, all right? Because all these cars have these fancy screens, touch screens and whatnot. So if you eliminate Apple, what's it called, Apple Play and Android Auto, because for some reason they're unsafe or distracting, what are you going to replace it with? I don't know. You guys tell me. I really do need to get a refill of coffee cups from my machine. How could I forget? I was in Walmart today looking at Chromebooks. I was there, and I forgot coffee. I'm losing my freaking mind. Anyway. All right, let's see if anybody's in the chat. If not, we'll just wrap it up for today. Let me switch screens here. Don't need that anymore. And let's go here. All right, there we go. Jay Vandian. The only question is I switched to 4 gig RAM on a 1333. I have a PAE kernel and a which LMD5 32-bit. Are they still making support for 32-bit, Jay? I believe I thought that was eliminated for Linux Mint Debian Edition. So I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for you for that. 4 gig should be enough to run that, I believe. But I don't know about the 32-bit support. Maybe somebody else does. I use a Linux Mint Mate or the XFCE desktop. I've tested Debian Edition before, and it's fine for Linux Mint. I don't think it's something for beginners, but yeah, that I don't know. I would probably check the Linux Mint forum, my friends, see what they have to say. But I believe less and less Linux distros are giving support for 32-bit machines. You know, it's one of those things when you know you can buy a brand new laptop, a modern laptop for less than $200 and give you 10 years support. It really doesn't make sense to have machines out there with 32-bit support and continue to update them or support them. Just a personal opinion. I did see where the latest Linux Mint beta has been released. Is it codenamed Virginia? If I'm not mistaken. Linux Mint has been one of my favorites for, 13 years. Right up there with Zorin OS. Just rock solid. Okay, so it's going to end soon for 32-bit support. Okay, very good. Yeah, again, with computer prices dropping and Chromebooks establishing themselves as inexpensive solid machines, it doesn't make sense to continue support for 32-bit anymore. I just don't see it. Pardon me 1 second, my son sent me a text. Give me 1 second. All right, just answering a text from my son. He picked up a part-time job at the college here. He says somebody there knows me. I hope that's good. I should ask my son, ask the guy if he knows anything about a Chromebook. Ba-ba-ba-boom. Anyway. All right. Is there anybody else watching that has a question and wants to say hello? So, the only reason you're still using it is you have a 48 gigabyte SSD and it's locked to the machine thanks to Opal. I see, Jay. Okay. Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe try selling it or, I don't know, donating it. I've donated a few things this holiday season. I was going to buy a new computer. I had some money set aside, but my ex-wife has had a rough year. Medical things, thankfully nothing serious. I just gave her a check for $1,000. I said, here, do what needs done. Buy what you need, and I could buy a new computer next year. But Yeah, with computers, man, just, it's not worth the headache. Just move on. So, we have some more people joining. Hi, hello, Dennis, Legacy Studio. I believe that's Mark. Hello, Mark. How are you? And yeah, it is cold today. Yes. Yep. Linux Mint too. Yep. It is rock solid, definitely. Yeah, Linux Mint right now for these live shows. I do have a Chromebook that I've done a few, or I did a live show from it last month for my Chromebook, but I have to hook up an HDMI adapter and a wireless mouse and all that. If I had a Chromebox, just an expensive Chromebox, I would do these live shows off the Chromebox. But I stopped in Walmart. I didn't see any. Maybe I can pick up one like a open box one at eBay. Maybe something that's a year old for like $100 and just do that for the next 10 years. Anyway. I haven't heard much. It doesn't seem like any of the guys, people who watch this channel, no one has mentioned Chromebooks Plus yet. I don't need one, or else I would get one. But I'm curious about that. Mark, prices have stabilized. It's not as expensive as it used to be, from what I've seen. Um, it seems like graphics card prices have come down to earth, and so on and so forth. In my situation, I just to forego buying a new computer and just give a Christmas gift to an ex-loved one. But that's the only reason why I'm not buying a new computer. If you want a good chair, it's going to be a couple $100. There's just no way around that. Yeah, correct. It's funny, when I gave my ex-wife the check, she looked at me like, "Where did you get this?" I'm like, "Oh, honey, I just sold a small bag of cocaine downtown. I had some extra cash." She started laughing. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Need to have some humor, right? Yeah, the chair I have is about 10 years old. The what do you call, the piston broke that makes it rise. So I stuck something under there to fix it. It was an easy fix for like $2, and it still works. So hey, if it breaks, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new chair. Yeah. Yeah, Mark says that's how city slickers get paid. You see what I'm saying there, man? Yeah. You buy a few, you take a few bags of loads, man. You sell them downtown. You buy a new Chromebook. You see what I'm saying, man? I shouldn't laugh. That's a big problem in this country. Big problem. Anyway. All right. Is there anybody else in the chat who wants to say hello, have a question? Dennis, how have you been? Yeah, this computer here is this originally had Windows 7 for 2011. Did not expect this to last this long, but it is a Lenovo. They're solid machines and I dual boot with Windows 11 and Linux Mint. I've tested Chrome OS Flex on these machines, and they're, yeah, needless to say, they're super fast. But yeah, I have found out that I don't need to test Chrome OS anymore. It's rock solid. So yeah. Well, I can tell you, Mark, that the most money in this country is spent on entertainment. Yep. Well, there's nothing I can say about that as far as government, but hey, our elected leaders get paid for nothing, it seems. So when I join the club, right? That's how I see it. They lead by example, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Here we have potholes out the wazoo, getting worse. And of course we have civil servants, as they are called. We pay them and nothing gets done. So they get paid for nothing. That's how I see it. You know. But it's up to the voters to wise up. It's up to the voters on both sides, by the way. Anyway, but that's all I'll say about that. This isn't a politics channel, as it were, but anyway. If you want a stimulus check, you need to call Uncle Guido and Sicily to take care of it. You see what I'm saying? Anyway. Okay. Anything else? Nice to have at least some people drop in the chat unexpectedly. Always a pleasure. If you missed any of this, you can replay this. Again, no ads for this month. Thanks to the donations from all of you who support this community channel of ours. And it's my pleasure to provide these with no annoying ads. I get it. I understand it. I hope we can keep doing this. I don't know if we can or not. I've been doing these no ads shows since last month. Thank you, as always. So would love to continue doing these into the future, into the new year. All right, if there's nobody else new watching, I have a question. I think we'll wrap it up for today. Don't know when I'll be on again. Maybe Christmas Eve. We may do something because I don't have any plans. No plans for this year. You never know what the weather's going to be, what kind of weather we'll have here in Ohio. So unless I'm flying down to Florida, I don't plan anything. I stay close to home. So I should be free sometime Christmas Eve. For maybe a live show, maybe a news and nonsense show, something like that, and you know, then we'll go from there. So yeah, at least one more live show before the end of the year. Again, it'll be ads free, and thanks again for your contributions. If you would like to donate, check out the links below in the show notes. The best way to contribute really is through PayPal, because I get instant notifications on my phone when somebody contributes anything. Again, thank you so much for these no ads live shows. All right, let's wrap this up. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, click the bell, and I'll catch you on the next one. Again, in the comments below, one comment is one vote. So if your favorite is Linux Mint, just say Linux Mint, and I will tally up all the comments at the year end. You will pick a winner. And I'm curious this year what that #1 winner will be. I don't have a clue. That's what made me so exciting. I'm so excited. This is like the Academy Awards. The Best Picture Oscar goes. The Best Linux Oscar goes to... I guess we'll have to wait and see. All right, my friends, stay warm, be safe out there, and I will catch you on the next one. Ciao.